Good morning, everyone.
शिवोऽहं 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 शिवोऽहं.
Good morning, everyone.
मनोबुद्ध्यहङ्कारचित्तानि नाहं मनोबुद्ध्यहङ्कारचित्तानि नाहं
Namaskar and Tata Kulinis, Grasos and Banda.
घ्राणनेत्रे न च श्रोत्रजिह्वे न च घ्राणनेत्रे न च व्योमभूमिर्न तेजो न वायु न च व्योमभूमिर्न तेजो न वायु चिदानन्दरूप शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहं चिदानन्दरूप शिवोऽहं 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 शिवोऽहम्. न च प्राणसंज्ञो न वै पञ्चवायु न च प्राणसंज्ञो न वै पञ्चवायु न वा सप्तधातुर्न वा पञ्चकोश.
I'm just going to do a small morning puja. And so just welcome Shri Mataji to our morning meditation from your hearts as I just do the puja.
चोपस्तपायु चिदानन्दरूप शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहं चिदानन्दरूप शिवोऽहं 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 शिवोऽहम्. न मे द्वेषरागो न मे लोभमोहो न मे द्वेषरागो न मे लोभमोहो मदो नैव मे नैव मात्सर्यभाव मदो नैव मे नैव मात्सर्यभाव. न धर्मो न चार्तो न कामो न मोक्ष न धर्मो न चार्तो न कामो न मोक्ष चिदानन्दरूप शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहं चिदानन्दरूप शिवोऽहं 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 शिवोऽहम्. न पुण्यं न पापं न सौख्यं न दुःखं न पुण्यं न न पापं न सौख्यं न दुःखं न मन्त्रो न तीर्थं न वेदा न यज्ञा न मन्त्रो न तीर्थं न वेदा न यज्ञा अहं भोजनं नैव भोज्यं न भोक्ता अहं भोजनं नैव भोज्यं न भोक्ता चिदानन्दरूप शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहं चिदानन्दरूप शिवोऽहं 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 शिवोऽहम् न मे मृत्युर्न शङ्का न मे जातिभेद न मे मृत्युर्न शङ्का न मे जातिभेद पिता नैव मे नैव माता न जन्म पिता नैव मे नैव माता न जन्म न बन्धुर्न मित्रं गुरुर्नैव शिष्य न बन्धुर्न मित्रं गुरुर्नैव शिष्य चिदानन्दरूप शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहं चिदानन्दरूप शिवोऽहं 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 शिवोऽहम् अहं निर्विकल्पो निराकाररूपो अहं निर्विकल्पो निराकाररूपो विभुत्वाच सर्वत्र सर्वेन्द्रियाणां विभुत्वाच सर्वत्र सर्वेन्द्रियाणां सदा मे समत्वं न मुक्तिर्न बन्धः सदा मे समत्वं न मुक्तिर्न बन्धः चिदानन्दरूप शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहं चिदानन्दरूप शिवोऽहं 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 शिवोऽहम्
Let's just take a moment to let that vibrations really soak into our heart. And remember, that's what we are. I am Shiva. I am Shiva. I am eternal bliss and awareness. I am Shiva. I am Shiva. Shri Mataji, I am the pure spirit within. Let's move on to the 3 great mantras.
Shri Mataji, Shri Mataji ki jai, jai, jai.
Let's put our right hand on the earth, left hand towards Shri Mataji, and do a mantra to Shri Ganesha. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Ganesha Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nimla Devi Namo Namaha. I was listening to a talk the other day, and Shri Mataji was saying how we have to really establish the innocence within us. We have to meditate deeply on the Muladhara chakra. So I thought this morning, instead of doing the Ganesha Tavashisha, I'm going to do to the divine essence of the prayer. And as I read it out, if we can just keep our attention on our Muladhara chakra and just pray for that innocence and wisdom and purity and chastity to be fully established within us. Let our ears hear that which is true. Let our eyes see that which is pure. Let our beings praise that which is divine. And let those who listen hear not my voice, but the wisdom of God. Let us worship with the same song, the same strength, and the same knowledge. And let our meditation enlighten and enrich. Let there be amongst us compassion and peace. Know the prayer. Salutations to Shri Ganesh, Sakshat Shri Jesus, Sakshat Shri Nimala Devi, Namo Namaha. It is you who is the beginning of all the beginnings. It is you who is the doer of all deeds which have been done, are being done, and will be done. It is you who supports all things that are supported. It is you who protects all things that are protected. It is you who is the complete, all-pervading spirit, God's divine energy. Think clearly, brain. Speak only the truth. Let your presence awaken in us by Kundalini speak. Let your presence awaken in us by Kundalini listen. Let your presence awaken in us by Kundalini bless. Let your presence awaken in us by Kundalini protect. Let your presence awaken by Kundalini in us, your disciples, be the disciple. You are the essence of all the sacred literature and holy words, and you are the energy that understands the holy words. You are the divine combination of complete truth, complete happiness, and complete energy, and you are beyond. You are all knowledge, and you are the use to which the knowledge is put. You exist until the end of all things, and after the end of all things you are. You create the end of all things, and after the end of all things you remain indifferent. You are earth, you are water, you are fire. You are air, and you are the space above the air. You are the gunas, and you are beyond the gunas. And you are the body, and you are beyond the body. You are the essence of time, and you are beyond time. You and only you exist at the Muladhara chakra. You are the spirit, and you are beyond the spirit. And those who would join God meditate upon you. You are Brahma, Vishnu, Rudra. You are Indra, Agni, Vayu. You are the sun at noon. You are the full moon. Through all of these and more, you are the all-pervading energy of innocence and wisdom. You are the divine servant who stoops to wash the feet of saints. You are the tiny core of all things, without which the larger have no purpose. You are the key to the libraries of all the scriptures, without which the truth is hidden. You are the full stop which completes the sentence, and without which the sentence loses its meaning. You are the crescent moon. You are the stars, and you are beyond the stars. All things, from tiny dot to universe, are you. You are the future and beyond the future. You are in all forms. You are where the sounds combine. You are the silence between the sounds. You are the rhythm of all music and all prayers. This is the knowledge of Nirmala Ganesh, and you, Nirmala Ganesh, are the master of that knowledge and all knowledge. You are the God and you are the goddess. Gam Nirmala Ganapate. To your powers, Shri Ganesha, let all surrender. Let the left side of memory and the right side of action surrender to you, and let your enlightenment prevail. Your first tooth you have in 4 hands, one holding a rope, the second a goad, the third is raised in blessing, and the fourth offers sustenance. Your banner is that of a humble mouse. You have long ears and are clothed in red. Red decorates you, and you are worshipped with red flowers. You have compassion for those who love you, and it is for those who love you that you come to this earth. You are the force that creates, the energy that pervades, and the spirit that protects. Those who seek union with God pray through you. Those who seek union with God worship you. Gam Nirmala Jesu. To your powers, Sri Jesus, let all surrender. Let the left side of memory and the right side of action surrender to you, and let your enlightenment prevail. You are the word that was the beginning. You are the word that will be the ending. You are he who was born of a virgin and died on the cross. You are he who absorbs all sins and who died to live again. You are God in man, and you are worshipped with red flowers. You have compassion for those who love you, and it is for those who love you that you come to this earth. You are the force that creates, the energy that pervades, and the spirit that protects. Those who seek union with God pray through you. Those who seek union with God worship you. Shri Ganesha, salutations to you. Shri Jesus, salutations to you. He who is the beginning of all worship, salutations to you. He who destroys all the powers of evil, salutations to you. Sakshat, son of Lord Shiva, who is unending blessings, salutations to you. Sakshat, son of Shri Mataji, who is unending love, salutations to you. Sakshat Mataji Nirmala Devi, who is unending joy, salutations to you. Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji, Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Shri Ganesha, please give us divine wisdom.
Yeah, I mean, in comparison with other yogas, for example.
Sahaja yoga means yoga.
I'll just
Yeah,
take it back
yeah.
a second
I mean, in
and
comparison.
stop it. This is in 1982, and it's a talk to Sahaja yogis in Belgium. And it's a very informal talk, and it sounds like one of the yogis is asking Shri Mataji questions, doing like an interview with her. So that's...
Did you give an interview? I said, no. I've never.
I will ask you, how can you say it's difficult by the way, when you not in few words what is Sahaja yoga?
In few words.
Yeah, I mean, in comparison with other yogas, for example.
Sahaja yoga means yoga. Means the union with God. But why this adjective is given to Sahaja? Sa means with, Ja means born. Means is born. Is spontaneous. Is the happening that is spontaneous, which is a living happening, which takes place within. Now the other style of yogas, or whatever it is, actually are accessory to this. If you like, you have to come to this house. You have to take a car, first get into the car, then drive it down, go to the petrol station, take petrol, you come, when you arrive, and then you come and bring it back. And then you enter. That's the real yoga. Otherwise, if you take your petrol and you finish off there, there's no yoga. If you drive on and drive on, come up to the door, there's no yoga. Even if you press the bell, there's no yoga. When you enter in is the yoga, when you really get it in person. Sakshat is it called, is the yoga. Now, if you have to do any yoga, one must know that this must be achieved at the end of it. And this part is spontaneous. Is the entry into the divine is spontaneous. So they had Hatha Yoga, as I told you yesterday, that in Hatha Yoga there are ashtangas. This was done at a time when we had a very different system. It was not allowed for any married person. It was for celibate, unmarried, young people up to 25 years. Then there are ashtangas, out of which the first criteria was established God within you, called Adishvara Pranidhana. Establishment of God within you. Without that, that yoga was not started. And then these yama niyama that you are doing, out of that, very little is the exercise which you are doing indiscriminately without understanding how the kundalini is rising, where it is. Like you are going somewhere, then you must know where you have to stop, where you have to turn, where do you have to pin the toe. In the same way, when the kundalini rises, then only you will know what you have to do at what point. Otherwise, if you start doing it without movement, then it is useless. It's just an exercise which has no meaning. It's just a service. So all the yogas, now say Raj Yoga. Raj Yoga is a description of what happens within. When the kundalini rises, then the bandha state. This means is augmentation of the muscles, stomach. When it rises above the, when the Vishnu Granthi, the Nabi is broken, then a kind of a spasm goes into the stomach, which is called as a bandha. To hold the kundalini up there, you see, when the kundalini rises, there must be some action also taking place alongside with it, it's to move, isn't it? So all that action, because when it comes to the Vishuddhi chakra, the tongue is cooled inside at this time. When it comes to the Agya, the eyes, the pupils are dilated in the beginning. All these things happen, you see, when the Kundalini rises and how the brain opens out and all these things happen. So, this is the happening that takes place within is the Raji. We call it the Raji. It doesn't mean that you sit down and just put your stomach into a spasm. For what are you putting it? You see, the Kundalini is not there, you have to hold the Kundalini. Kundalini is still frozen there down below. So that's how all the Raj Yoga also is the physical happening within us. But by doing physical thing, that is not going to work out. So that is in the Raj Yoga. Then there is Jnana Yoga. In Jnana Yoga, is the same as Sahaja Yoga in a way, because when you get the knowledge, means you become enlightened. That's what Krishna said, that first you get to Jnana. Jnana means by which you know, means you become a realized soul. Because very well said. He said you will get to that. But Arjuna was a mediocre. He started asking questions. He said, then why you are asking me to fight? If you want me to get the knowledge, why do you say I should go and fight? Because normally people understand that once you get into knowledge, then you give up everything. You do not do anything normal work. You live somewhere in the Himalayas, hanging yourself by some string there. That's why Arjuna says that nothing is gained. Nothing is gained. Who kills whom? Because they will be born again. It's not easy to kill anyone. So you must do your duty. So he started another diversion for him. But he said, then you are saying that I should become a witness, and then here you are saying I must do my duty. So Krishna being a diplomat, an incarnation of the diplomat, he said, all right, you do your duty. Now it's a diplomacy. What is diplomacy? Do you know what is the essence of diplomacy?
To arrange the conflict, to prevent.
That's the human style, but divine style?
To be humble, to understand people, to try to understand people, to live in the person.
Diplomacy is, that's the trick. The trick is that you give an absurd solution. Absurd solution. And let the people find out. That's the diplomacy, divine diplomacy. It's like he said, all right, you do your work and put it at the lotus feet of God. That's all you have to do. But you just can't do it because you are not yet realized. So your ego is working all the time, and if you think you are doing, you see many people, all devotees, you see think that, oh, whatever work I am doing, I am putting at the lotus feet of God. It's all imagination, it's not really. Because after realization you will know what you say, it is going, it is coming. You become a third person, trias, third person. You start saying, this is going, this is coming. Now, if maybe your brother or sister or anyone, you say, it's not coming. What can you do? I mean, it's not coming up. You become a third person. And then you don't do any work. The work is done. You fall into category of akarma, like the sun. It gives life. It just gives. It doesn't know it is doing, or there's no ego about it. It's just doing. In the same way you do your duty. But that's what he was meaning. So he put an absurd condition. That you do your duty and put it at the lotus feet of God, which you cannot. Second, for devotion, he gave another, what is called as Bhakti Marg or Bhakti Yoga. That Bhakti Yoga they call it. This is the, I told you about the Karma Yoga, where you do the karma. First I told you about Jnana Yoga, and then now the Bhakti Yoga. Now Bhakti Yoga, he said, all right. He is again put a diplomat. He said, you do my bhakti, pushpam, phulam, toyam, whatever, or things you give to me, I take it. But while giving, you see again diplomacy. He says, the word he's used is a very wonderful word. Other vibrations also, no? So he has used a very wonderful word. He says you should do bhakti. You should do the bhakti which is ananya bhakti. Ananya means when there is not the other. You should do the devotion when there is not the other. That means you are a realized soul. Now people say we are doing ananya bhakti. Ananya bhakti means there is not the other. You see, we are doing bhakti. But wait, you are not realized. How can you do bhakti? You are not connected. So, this is another absurd thing here. By giving this absurd thing, people have tried to work them out. Some have realized that there is some trick in it. It's only the mother will tell you that. The father tries all these tricks, but the mother tells you frankly, "Oh, my child, the horse is behind the cart, please put the horse before." Whatever the father is telling is all trickery, because we are trying to show off, so he is trying to put it off. So, because if you can't take out something with a straight finger, you have to bend it. So that's what he is doing. But as far as I am concerned, I am telling you very frankly that you better find out the spirit first, then we talk about it. So this is the epitome of all the yogas, it's the flower of all the yogas. Without this, no yoga has a all others are subsidiary. And this is spontaneous. This is a living force. And that is why it's difficult for anyone. Unless and until you yourself, you are an incarnation, who can do it? Or yourself a Sahaja yogi. Only the Sahaja yogis. No yogi can do it so fast as you can do it. Can you know that? You find out from any yogi. There are great yogis in India who are realized souls. Even this John the Baptist I was telling you about, he can't do the way you can do it. No? Because you are master.
But this is extraordinary to try to accept that it's a lot of people, more or less saints, make sacrifice, praying, preaching, body sacrifice, and we think it was useless, they were all wrong.
I must say they were. I'm sorry. They should have waited for me to come. It's all prophesied. It's prophesied. You see, if you see Nadi Grantha, clearly said that somebody who is the embodiment of Parabrahma, this is Parabrahma, will come on this earth and the Kundalini will be raised in Kali Yuga. There was no need to do it. And also I would say, in a way, it's not lost. Those who have done it in previous lives are very good surgeons today. They are taking the food. So it's not lost. But one should not have an obsession. Don't bother God. You see, supposing somebody comes here and I'll cut my throat if you don't come out, you don't like such a person. Such oppressive people, if you don't come and show me your face, then I will do this and that. Don't like it. See, when you want to receive someone, talk to someone. People like only those who are sensible and do not encroach upon all your privacy all the time. So this is also nonsense that all the time you go on bothering God. No.
Mother, we have to leave. It was a great pleasure to be with you, Mother.
May God bless. Best of luck. Now get me the dates, please.
Yes, Mother, I will come and I promise you.
And also try to get the letters of parents and things like
Yes,
that.
I wrote down already, Mother. We'll do it, Mother.
All right. May God bless you.
Back.
So now it's clear?
And we have the impression that maybe it's normal because it's spiritual and divine. Yoga, Sahaja Yoga solves all problems. Practically. So you have I will say, a nice practical answer for all. I saw some ashram masters, they use trick, we have no time, we see after. You never see, we see after, we have no time. You answer directly.
I mean, it is in present you have to do it. See, today you have come say to me for problem. And if I say I see it later, maybe I might have to solve the problem otherwise. Once you have brought it to my attention we have to work it out. My attention is such that you bring anything to my attention, it just gets after. That's how if I am giving realization to one person. if he's not getting realization. I'm working hard on that person as far as possible. But even if I leave that person, the attention is working on him. But it reaches a certain point when it really values the whole thing, then it leaves. Karmanyeva adhikaraste phaleshu ma kadacha. It's in our right to do the job, but not for the fruit. We are not done. Now, if it is done, otherwise no. It's the attention recedes. And this is a fact, that the attention recedes. And the tantrikas have taken advantage of this. See, supposing, even ours, say you see something very filthy, then you just shun yourself. Isn't it? So what they have done in these temples, where there were deities which were living deities and all that, these tantrikas have done dirty things, extremely filthy things. And the goddess could not bear it, so the attention recedes. That area is created negative. Then they start putting all the spirits and all that and using it for the destruction. That's how Tantrism has been. It's true. That's the nature of the attention. You can't help. That if there's something that is beyond redemption or something that is filthy against what or something, the attention just recedes back.
You don't like to qualify yourself. A lot of people were asking you, are you God? And I try another way on asking you, how do you find, it's a mystery to find all the energy you have to cure so many people, always. And you are always in connection with the cosmic harmony, so
I have no mysteries. You see, I know all the mysteries of the world. Actually, the trouble is, I have no mysteries. I know everything. Now, how do I know? Because I know. How do you know you are a human being? You are sure you are a human being.
somebody told me.
No, you are a child, you were born. Every children know that they are not animals. The same way I know. It's not.
You can cure every illness.
Practically every. You see, Sahaja Yoga is a spontaneous living process. If something is dead, then it is not interested in cure. But if anything is living, say an organ is there which is in a condition where it is living, it can work out. But also I have seen that it plays a big role on what you have done in previous lives and previous lives. Say an Indian lady came the other day to see me. She was all full of arthritis and she had the heart trouble and she had a spondylitis and all sorts of things. She came to me, she said, Mother, why am I suffering so much? I'm such a believer of God, I've led a very good life. I said, maybe because of the suffering you have come to me. She said, that's true. Perhaps because of that I've come to you. I said, all right. Within half an hour she got rid of everything that she had. Perfectly all right. She started dancing like a young girl. She was 70 years old. But I may not say it for everybody. Because you see, there are complicated people, there are hands up, this, that. Some people who are just there at the end of it, you see, and you have to give them a little push and they are there. But some people are so much hangs up they have, you see, intellectual hangs up, this hang up, that hang up. That's difficult. First you have to disentangle them from all that and then bring them out. Because intellectual people, you see, remain outside more, inside them. So you have to push them in, first of all, bring them in the center, keep them there so that they don't move this side, they move that side. Because you see, they have done so many things that they cannot accept that whatever they have done is going to be useless. So it's a difficult thing for some people, but if you take to Sahaja, anything can be cured. Only in cases where it is ignored. When it is not cured, and moreover, if you are born, you have to, death has to come. Sometimes it is better to die so that you have a new body. You will be born again very soon. At the time of death, if you desire, you will be born again and you can get your realization. Than to have a very sickly body and then mother working hard on you, wasting her energy, while if you become healthy, it's easier. I can give realization to many more. Like in England, if I'm there or in Belgium or anywhere, at one time how many people come and how many I can give relaxation. But in India I say I will stay there hardly for 3 months, 2 months. And I stayed more in the west than in the east since I started my work. But there it is, even 1 minute is sufficient for me to give relaxation to thousands. And here 3 hours also I'm breaking my hands and feet and everything, everybody working hard, and then they come back and slap you on the face sort of thing, you see. So it depends on the quality of the seeker also. Because if the quality is first class, then the cure is very fast. But our main job is not to cure, it's just a byproduct. You see, we are not interested in curing people and wasting our energy into that. Main thing we have to do is to give relaxation to human beings. That's the main thing. As many as possible, try to do it. So all these years I have spent for Western people because great saints are born here. You are all great saints of olden times. You see, you are born here because you are blessed. But in the blessings you got lost. You are all saints, you are seekers, no doubt about it. You are great seekers. You are born here, the seekers are born here. But what to do? You are lost, so I have to work with you and put you right, and I'm sure a day will come or the seekers will come down.
So some people will be ill again only because they don't believe in.
I'll just leave that there, and I will post this talk, the link to the talk after. So let's just meditate silently, collectively together. Let's do the last of the three great mantras. Om Tvameva Sakshan Shri Kelki Sakshan Shri Sahasrara Swamini Moksha Pradaini Mataji Shri Nimla Devi Namo Namaha. Thank you very much for joining this morning. If you wish to continue to meditate silently, I'll be staying on for another couple of minutes. Otherwise, in your own time, type your Kundalini, Namaskar, and put yourself into Bandhan. Jai Shri Mataji. Jai Shri Mataji, everyone. May you have a beautiful, blessed day.